Bring the meeting to order at 7:01 p.m. Roll call.
Mrs. Hauk?
Here.
Mr. Marably?
Here.
Mrs. Nelson?
Here.
Mrs. O'Halloran?
Here.
Mr. Wrigley?
Here.
Mrs. Tegmeyer? Mrs. Sedlak?
Here. We could stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, this evening we're going to begin with our Board of Education staff recognition. And Mark Marably and Lisa Hauk, on behalf of the board, will have the pleasure of extending those honors.
Tonight, Lisa and I have the distinct honor of recognizing two of our art teachers, one from elementary and one from the middle school, for the not only fantastic work they do with the children in the district, but also for the assistance and all the effort they put forth for the PTA social event and the fundraiser. So without further ado, I'd like to recognize Christy Verback. Thank you very much. Thank you. And also Diane Washburn.
And now we get to take a picture.
Kodak moment. Hi.
You can do it right there.
What will help me?
We'll do two.
Thank you very
Thank you
much
very
for all
much.
that you do. We really appreciate it. Additional items to be placed on the agenda. Does anyone have anything they'd like to propose this evening? No? With that, we'll move on to open forum. Anyone in the audience this evening?
I'll go first.
Please.
Okay, Sharon Rack. Okay. And, I'm going to just start by saying, I feel like we've had huge improvements in our math curriculum. When my daughter is singing third grade math, I'm just so much more happy than when my son saw in third grade math. So I'm going to just start by saying, ISAT's been around since 1999. We've had the same protocols since 1999. And anyone that's administering an ISAT test should know the protocols. So protocols are 4th through 8th graders for all 3 sessions can use a calculator. So this year, one of the 7th grade classrooms was not able to use a calculator. I don't care, because my kid in his class, they were in 8th grade curriculum all year long. So as 7th graders being in an 8th grade math curriculum all year long, this should be an easy test, right? However, what I do care about is the message that I think the community was given. Now, I myself never had a conversation with anyone, but heard through from other people that it was, don't worry about it, ISAT's a useless and stupid test. Now, I know I'm talking to other people that are brainwashed that way, and someone that doesn't like testing. However, I'm gonna tell you, that's not the message you give to people. I personally believe ITPS is a stupid and useless test. But I would never tell that to my kids. I want my kids to do well on all assessments. So again, Erica, do not misquote me. I don't care that the kids did not use calculators in 7th grade. They were taking 8th grade math. It should have been easy, with or without a calculator. But I care about the message. And again, did not hear the message directly myself, but from other parents. And I'm going to tell you, for someone that does believe in testing, any date is good. And I've been guilty of telling schools this year, you're not going to have 93% of the kids meet and exceed this year. Start implementing Common Core. So I myself have said that. However, again, that's not a message you give to parents who do give that message to kids. And finally, I am going to say just one more thing. I have to share this because we don't know where all kids are going to high school, do we? And I'm going to let everyone know, your top 4 high schools in Illinois, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are CPS schools. 5's New Trier, 28's LT. But 1, 2, 3, and 4 are CPS schools. You want to know how you get into one of those selective enrollment schools? Your 7th grade ISAT test, math and reading 7th grade. So we might not care about ISAT, but there's other people that do care about ISAT. Thank you. Have a great board meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else in the audience this evening?
Yeah, Lori Valentine. I was told that my issue regarding bus safety and policy would be on the agenda tonight. I guess I don't see it on here anywhere. I'm asking if it's on the agenda.
What you see printed on the agenda
Uh-huh.
is exactly what is going to be discussed this evening. So if you are looking for that specific topic and it is not on here, then that would be no, that specific topic is not slated to be discussed.
Okay, well, wait a
this
minute.
evening.
I received a letter from you, actually, stating that I asked the board for an appeal on an issue I've been dealing with back since October. I was told it would be on tonight.
The appeal is, that is correct.
The appeal is?
Yes.
Okay, so the only appeal I see here says determination of holding appeal to board relating to individual students in open or closed session.
That is the item that you are asking for.
Okay, so then I need to clarify, because apparently there is a continued miscommunication on what my issue is. My concern is a global issue in this district. It has nothing to do with any one particular individual child or individual bus. I believe there are serious bus policies in this district that give our children opportunities to be traumatized while riding a school bus, whether it's to school or from school. I know of many parents. I'm well prepared to go get a petition and a survey if the district's not willing to do it. I know lots of families who have had children on the bus experience either bullying, physical altercations with other students, injuries due to whatever the situation. They can fall out of seats. There are from time to time stoppages where kids are hurt. I know our buses don't have seat belts. The issue I've been trying to discuss with the district for months, since October, is if our buses have the opportunity for our kids to get hurt, what can we do to minimize that? If our cameras don't actually view the entire bus, why is that? Now, I was told there'd be an extreme cost to retrofit our buses so that the cameras actually view the entire bus, and that the Board of Education would need to investigate whether the cost of doing that would make sense. And my issue is, if the opportunity for one child to get hurt on a bus still exists, and we can't see what really happened, then we need to look at that, and we need to compare the cost of making sure our kids are safe, and if they're not safe, that we can investigate exactly what happened, and maybe we need to compare that cost to other expenditures we've made in the past, such as remodeling the elementary school and calling it safety and security. If safety and security and transparency is our mission, shouldn't that be a global mission? And our kids deserve to be able to get to and from school without being bullied, certainly, without getting hurt, without being beat up by other children. And when it does happen, because I know it's not preventable completely, shouldn't we be able to investigate it fully? Shouldn't our kids feel safe riding the bus no matter where they sit? And in closing, I will say that my bus driver, without any prompting from anyone in our district, cares so much about our kids that she put her own policy in place. The littlest kids sit in the front, the oldest, biggest kids sit in the back, the second and third graders sit somewhere in between. And she enforces that so that it cuts down on the injury or the problems while she's driving it. I've also been told that having that kind of a policy would cause too much problems for the district in terms of enforcing. These are our kids. Don't they deserve to get to school safely, get home safely, untraumatized? And if and when it happens, it's our responsibility to not only be able to see what happened, but respond immediately and enact certain policies that will minimize it in the future. I'm asking the board to investigate every aspect of every family that possibly has a child that's been traumatized on a bus. There's lots of them. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else this evening? Please.
Hi, I'm Michelle Lavelle, and I part-time homeschool my daughter. And one of the reasons we started part-time homeschooling Grace is because of her gift in ice skating and the time commitment involved with it. She is homeschooled for literature, reading workshops,